Hi there folks, welcome to Dunsy's Guitar World. Welcome to another beautiful summer's day in Scotland. So today's video sees me doing stuff that you would never normally see me doing. Getting rid of guitars, selling guitars, trading guitars in. So what happened was, I have reached optimum guitar capacity. I have no more room for guitars. So I got in touch with my local excellent guitar shop, Guitar, and decided to trade a few things in. And also I sold something. So what did I trade in today and what did I sell? What did I get? So what did I trade in? Well, the first thing I traded in was this, the Aria ZZ Deluxe. Second, I traded in the K rifle guitar. Thirdly, I traded in the Washburn Stevie Salas signature model. And prior to that, I had sold the Cool Z Les Paul Special, this one. I sold that to my mate Gordon. Now all these four guitars were nice guitars. They played well, they sounded good, but none of them spoke to me. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. None of these guitars really spoke to me. They were nice, but I just never thought, it wasn't a forever guitar as far as I was concerned. So I thought, I'll just go and trade them in. So I went into Guitar with money in my pocket, with cash on my hip, and 3 guitars to trade in. Now I had been in touch, so I knew how much I was getting, and there was a few things I wanted to try. So what they were was, none of them were on this wall of Les Pauls. Here's the thing, I was recognised for the first time ever. A chap came up to me and says, "Dunsy, from YouTube." So thank you, sir. Please do comment below, it was really nice to meet you. Thank you. So I had a few guitars that I wanted to try. I had been in touch with Guitar. So here's what I tried. Got it here on my phone. A Gretsch G6128 TVP Power Jet, black with a Bigsby. So this was a very nice guitar, I have to say. There was a lot of noise in the shop, so I didn't get a very good recording, but it was a lovely guitar. Played really nice. Secondly, I had to put that light on because it's getting dark outside again. So the second one I tried was the Gibson Adam Jones Les Paul Standard Silverburst. Beautiful guitar, really heavy as well. Actually heavier than my 1979 Les Paul Standard. And this one, which was a PRS SE Custom, which I think was only £750, £799. I was very impressed with this, I have to say. It's a really nice guitar, really sounded good. I think it's got Seymour Duncan pickups. Sounded good and played good. And the neck was bigger than what I had anticipated being on a PRS. So that was a nice guitar. And then they had an old Gibson SG, an old beat up Gibson SG from 1974. Then I had a shot of like an ESP, one of these Japanese ESP Les Pauls, very high power pickups. So which one do you think I came home with? Pause the video, put a comment below, let me know what you think is behind me at this moment in time. Are you ready for the great reveal? 3, 2, 1. I mean, perhaps no surprise, I ended up with a 1974 Gibson SG Special. So why? Well, the Les Paul Silverburst, the Adam Jones Standard, was a beautiful guitar. Really heavy though, a really heavy guitar. And the bridge pickup, I think, the reviews I've seen is like 16.5K, super high power pickup. Now it did sound good, I'm not complaining about that, but I thought, I'm not sure I would use that. I think that's almost too high for me, which is funny for me to say because I normally like quite high output bridge pickups, but it was just too much. It's about £2,500 as well, is probably in my price range, and I thought it's too heavy as well. It was too heavy, and it was just too pristine as well. I mean, this is most definitely not pristine, so that was why I didn't get the Adam Jones one. The Gretsch, again, a beautiful guitar. It just didn't feel like something I would play. I don't know if that makes sense again. It just didn't feel like a Dunsy guitar. and it didn't have any position markers on the fingerboard, which I find really quite confusing. I mean, it's got the side dots, or the side sort of thumbprints. Nice guitar, but not a Dunsy guitar perhaps. So what else did we try? The ESP, the neck on the ESP was wafer thin, as they say. It was just way too skinny for me, so I didn't want that one either. And the PRS was really nice guitar, but I guess that was going to be less than the trade-in value I had, and I was kind of wanting to trade up. So I ended up with a 74 SG Custom. So I do not buy new Gibson guitars. I tend to buy used stuff, and my favourite used Gibsons are just old, you know, old beat up. Look at it, big chunk out of that. You can see that. I just love old beat up Gibson guitars. I don't know what it is. Ones for the 70s. I just love it. So that's what I came back with today. I traded 3 guitars, I sold a guitar, and added maybe a couple of £100 to that money. I ended up with a 1974 Gibson SG Special, which has mini humbuckers in it. A bitey tone, and I was quite surprised because I have a 72 SG Deluxe, and the nut width on that is minuscule. It's so small, but this one is a bit bigger. Actually feels a bit like my 65 Melody Maker neck profile. So as soon as I tried it, I was kind of thinking I'm going to get that, but I ended up playing a few other ones just to make sure, just to convince myself. But this is the one I came home with. So I'm going to be doing a full video on this at some point. I'll change the strings. These are the strings that were in the shop. It got traded in February or March, so it's maybe still had the same strings on. I'll put new strings on it, and I'll do a whole film of the whole thing and measure the pickups and stuff like that. So the end part of this video, I downloaded a backing track again from Now You Shred, and this one's in keeping with this kind of guitar. I hope you enjoy it. It's just a jam through 3 or 4 minutes of classic rock on a 1974 Gibson SG Special. As ever folks, it's a privilege and a pleasure bringing you content on Dunsy's Guitar World. Cheers for now.